Hey guys, it's Bree. Welcome back to my channel. Now before I jump into this next video, give it a thumbs up because you know you're gonna like it. Subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram at @sincerelyrare. Now I know it's been a long time since I dropped a travel video for you guys, but I'm going to Turks and Caicos in a couple weeks and I said, why not bless my viewers with another travel video? So in this video, I'm gonna be talking about how to find cheap flights. Before I start running down the tips and tricks that I use to find cheap flights, I just want to share a couple flights that I was able to find for the low. For my Milan trip, I booked a 4-day, 4-night trip for a little under $500. I believe it was like $480 to be exact. For my Barcelona trip, I want to say I was there for about 4 days and 3 nights, and I was able to book that flight for around $450. The next flight I was able to find for the low, which complete shocker to me, was to LA. I booked a flight to LA for $385. Now, usually when I look at LA flights, I'm like finding things for like $500, $600, $700. I'm like, why does it cost so much money to go across the country? That's ridiculous. But at the time where I was looking for this LA flight, I just so happened to luck out, got the flight for $385, and I could have got it for $275, but the times that I needed, because I was traveling with someone else, and they needed specific times because they had to work the day we left, so we caught a PM flight. I got in around midnight. The next trip I got to go on for the low was to Cuba. Found a flight for $300. For my Antigua trip, it was around $300 too, a little more, maybe like $310. To Toronto, I was able to find a flight for $190. I've only been to Toronto twice. The first time I took a bus, the bus was like $100 and it was like a 12-hour ride. I'm just like, that doesn't make sense. I'm gonna fly this next time. I paid an additional $90 for like an hour and a half flight. If an hour and a half. I feel like we took off and then we landed within like 20 minutes. Then for the last flight, Turks and Caicos, the trip that I'll be going on in a couple of weeks, the flight that I found was about $300, once they added like tax and stuff. As you can see, I don't travel for that much. I've never paid more than $500 for a flight to go anywhere, and I hope to continue that trend because I really like to pride myself on being able to travel for less than $500. And when I say travel, I mean like fly. So now I'm gonna jump into ways I find cheap flights. As I said in my previous travel video, I have the Hopper app. What you do is put in your point of origin and what your destination is, and what it will do is give you kind of like a matrix of what prices are looking like. They will have like red, meaning super expensive, orange, meaning like prices are going to be a little moderate, and green, meaning prices are going to be like inexpensive. You can choose to pick your dates based off that matrix, or you can just pinpoint the dates that you want to travel. Typically, like when I go on the app, I have dates in mind. I'm just going to see like what Hopper has for suggestions, like what the prices are going to be, and if it's going to tell me to like book now or wait, or what the range between like waiting and booking would be. Like sometimes it's like book now, like don't wait, like there's only like 2 seats left on like this inexpensive flight, so book it now. Sometimes it'll say like wait will let you know when the prices change. Like we project that prices are gonna go down within like the next week, and prices are gonna stay that low between like now and like a couple months, depending on how far your trip is. It gives you little suggestions like that, which I found very helpful. For certain locations, it's not very helpful because like depending on where I want to go, like Bali, like around like Christmas time, is expensive all the time. So it doesn't matter what Hopper says, it's always going to be expensive. With the Hopper app, I also track flights on there as well. So when it tells me that I should wait, let's like I'll like set to track that flight for prices. And it does alert you when like prices go up and down. Also, with the tracking of the prices, I use Momondo. Momondo is very similar to Google Flights. I use them both for tracking flights. I use them both to book very reliable sources. I found some of my cheapest flights through Google Flights and Momondo. More specifically, I found my Milan flight, my Barcelona flight, my LA flight, and I think my Cuba flight through Momondo. Antigua I found through Google Flights. Toronto was found through Google Flights. Turks and Caicos, I want to say either Google Flights or Momondo. Don't really remember, but either way I got a flight deal. Another suggestion would be to join travel groups on like Facebook or GroupMe. On GroupMe, I'm in about 3 travel groups. On Facebook, I'm on a shit ton of groups because I drop my videos in there. Well, I drop all my travel videos in there once I release them. The Facebook groups I more so use for promotion, but I have seen like people who are avid travel deal researchers drop some gems in those chats. Unfortunately, like when they drop them, I'm not interested in going to those places or interested in traveling around that time at all. So I don't take advantage of them, but I have seen them. And all you really have to do is like go to groups and like hit the category travel, and you can find as many groups as you're looking to join. So another great tip is to follow the following Twitter pages. We have Secret Flying, Airfare Spot, The Flight Deal, and Fair Deal Alert. Those 4 Twitter pages, and they also have like regular websites. So if you're an avid Twitter user, go follow them. If you're not, it's cool. Like I said, they all have websites, so just like Google them and they'll pop up. But the travel GroupMe chat that I'm in, the Gort little robot or whatever, I don't really know like what the Gort terminology is, but I just know it's called Gort. What Gort does, it pulls in the travel deals from those 4 travel Twitter accounts that I just told you about. It pulls them into the group chat. So multiple times a day, Gort is dropping flight deals based on what's posted by these Twitter pages. That's how I found out about them, and that's how I found a lot of my flight deals. So with these websites, they're constantly searching for flight deals and releasing flight deals throughout the day. A lot of them have expiration dates. Like for my Milan trip, it was only a 24-hour deal. Most of the deals do expire within about a day or 2. Maybe like 3-4 days is like pushing it. You might get lucky, but for the most part, these deals are running out within like 24 to 48 hours. So once you see them, do not hesitate in booking. Search, do what you have to do to find that flight based on what the web page says or the account says, and book it ASAP. Do not hold your breath thinking that it's gonna be there the day before. Again, you might get lucky, but 9 times out of 10, you will not get lucky. So, urgency. The last tip I have for you guys is to consider booking one-way trips. Now, I know it may sound a little crazy because it's like, well, I know the days I'm going, I know the days I'm coming back, why can't I just get a round trip? I used to think just like you until I started finding better deals booking one-ways. For Cuba, I booked one-way to Cuba, got it for like $140 something, and then waited a couple days and found a flight returning from Cuba for $150. It's like $150 something. So round trip, I believe flights were like $450, $500. I'm just like, let me just book this one way and track the prices and see what happens. Again, this doesn't always work, but there are a few instances where the deals that I found, they did work. So don't rule it out. Keep it as an option, maybe a last resort type thing if you're like pushed for time and can't really seem to find a round trip ticket in your price range. So that's about all the tips I have for you guys today. Hope you found them useful. If you have any questions about anything that I shared with you guys, put it in the comment box below. If you have any additional tips that you use to find cheap flights, also drop them in the comment box. Make sure you like this video, give it a thumbs up because you know you liked it, and subscribe to my channel. But when you do, make sure you tap the bell so you get notifications every time I upload a new video. Till next time, bye guys.